And now I've come to the place in the notes. So I am what some might call a late bloomer. And if you were to call me that, you would be absolutely right. And I've always been a really good student, and I've learned lessons well. And some of the lessons that I've learned well are lessons that it is time to let go of. Boy, but I was good at learning them. And I'm talking about devaluing myself. Have you ever done that? Have you ever put yourself in a position where you felt you were giving yourself away and not really claiming what was yours to claim in a beautiful way? I'm not talking about a greedy, selfish way. I'm talking about in a way that supports you and your family and builds something. And I also see that in my life, I have learned the lesson of overspending and not learning how to budget very well, and then getting freaked out about it and running away from it and hiding. And hey, if I put this bill in a drawer, it's not going to show up, and I'm not going to have to deal with it. And I'm learning not to judge myself for that and to get over any shame around that. It's hard to bring it up, but the reason I do, if we're a country in debt, and look around, we are, it starts with us, the individuals. And I've been taking a really powerful class on financial freedom by Dr. Marcia Sutton, and I forget the co-author of that program, but it's a really powerful program. And it deals not just with money itself, but the root of why we are the way we are. And many of us have just been learning lessons that weren't really helpful for us to learn. So here I am, now approaching 40, and letting go of shame around debt and overspending. And I want to put this out there. I want to be completely open and authentic with who I am in the world, because if I'm going to put these videos out and I'm going to, put my voice in the world saying that I stand for something, if I stand for truth, then I have to be truthful about my life and what I've created up until now. And if you and I are going to have any kind of a relationship, and I believe that's what it is. I believe that when someone like me feels called, compelled to put their voice out there, and obviously Glenn Beck has the same calling, different flavor, same ice cream. When we put ourselves out there like that, we have a social responsibility to be authentic. And so in this moment, I am working through my own financial challenges from the past, having been one of those people who was laid off in the beginnings of our economic challenges. But you know what? I can't blame it on that, because I didn't have my financial act together before then. And it's okay. Thank God I can see it now. So if you're one of those people who live in America, and there are many who struggle, who are paycheck to paycheck, if they get a paycheck, and you're wondering how to ever fix it, how to ever climb out of it, it's all about consciousness. It truly is. It starts right here. And it sounds corny, but it works. And we're going to have some tools on Life with Leela. We'll put them up on the blog. I'll put them up. It's me. There's no producer. It's me. I'll put them up on the blog and give some links to some of the work that's been helping me. One is a book by Eric Butterworth called Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth. It's a great book. So I want to put out there to any company or any individual to whom I am indebted at this moment, that you have my commitment, that I'm working through it, and I am building tools, and hopefully with me sharing the work that I feel called to share in the world, the vision for me is that I am now in this moment creating a financial reality where you will be paid in full. And whatever happens with this work that I'm doing right now, I have trust, I have faith, and I know that all of my debts will be paid as soon as I possibly can. And it feels good to put it out there. It feels good to say, yes, I'm one of those Americans who's really screwed up financially. And I want to look at solutions on how can we fix this for future generations. I mean, our kids in school, are they learning? I did not learn how to be fiscally responsible in school. And they say, well, the parents should teach that. But what about parents who don't have a clue about it? My parents are still learning about it. And I love them, and I bless them, and I honor them. And I feel a responsibility to make things better for myself so that I can take care of them. I want my parents to be well taken care of, and I know that that's a possibility. And I have a feeling I'm not alone in this. I have a feeling that there are a lot of people who may be seeing this video, who are wondering how to change that. So now that we've had that heart to heart, some people might want to call it a come to Jesus. The question is, what is mine to do? What is mine to do? I don't know about tomorrow, but I know that for today, mine to do was to come in here and connect with you and talk about, what's happening locally in Portland in radio. And I'm excited about it. I truly am. I believe that what is unfolding with Alpha Broadcasting, whether you can see it or not, is for the greater good of all. I absolutely believe it. I think, everybody who works at KUFO, something magnificent is unfolding as their lives, even when you cannot see it. When I lost my afternoon gig here in Portland, I felt devastated. And I was devastated, and I would get really upset up until like a year and a half after, still a lot of pain to work through. I'm free of it now, but it took a long time and it took a lot to work through. But I know there's something amazing happening. I know that bringing KXL to an FM signal, as much as I don't agree with most of what I hear on there and often have to turn the channel just to not be enraged, and honestly, I don't listen that often because of that. That being said, I think it's a really good thing that it's happened. It's going to start conversation. It's going to start dialogue. And if we who feel that we can stand for truth and consciousness that may look different than the truth and consciousness that those folks, not that there is an other, but the people who are on, as we call it, the other side of the aisle stand for, if we can all start having dialogues, authentic dialogues, talking about what's real and what's really going on for us as individuals, and being open enough to listen to the other point of view, to take the other person in, we just might possibly have a chance at changing the way we've been doing things. We just might have a chance at making the future a better place. But we've got to stop playing these political games. And I'm talking about people who are taking a stand in politics just like a child in a sandbox, holding on to their toy, not being willing to share, saying mine, 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 doing that just for the sake of holding on to a foothold or a stronghold. There are people who vote against their own principles just for politics' sake, and I can't even fathom that being so out of alignment and out of integrity with the truth of who we are. It just feels completely foreign to me. So I realize I'm rambling, and this is a long video, and I want to say a shout out and a thank you to my program director, Chris Mays, who is probably watching this going, stop talking, you're talking too much. And this video is in no way connected with 101.9 kink.fm. I just happen to be a part-time personality here. But I do want to thank Chris because she is a visionary program director, and it's really great to work with someone who you feel believes in you and has a vision for what she wants to do in the world of radio. So her vision is what it is, and I am grateful to be working with someone who's so supportive. And this may be like a Jerry Maguire moment in my career, and if so, it's been nice knowing you. And if not, this could be the moment when everything changed. So I'm going to close by saying that we can make the world a more friendly place, and we can shift and change and break out of the old paradigms. Absolutely. We can bust out of whatever small boxes we've been living in, and we can choose consciously to do it right now. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for your support. And if you feel so compelled in this moment, it's occurred to me, if you like what I'm doing and you want to see me develop it and evolve it and get better as a personality, I'm learning this whole genre. If you believe in Life with Leela, if you believe in what you think this mission might be about, I'm going to put a little link down on the blog. You can donate if you feel so called to do. I'm not a 501c3, so you won't get a tax deduction, but you could get a feeling of satisfaction knowing that you're helping to support a dream and liberation from some poor choices financially in the past that I am now healing and learning a better way. And you can learn a better way too, for whatever area in life is calling you to do so. I send you love, I send you blessings, and beyond all, there's just gratitude, and more gratitude. Peace be with you.